everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have a matchup of two of the best receivers in the NFL. Both are big-bodied receivers that can just flat out go up and get the ball. It's Julio Jones going up against Mike Evans. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, we are at a site that's played host to 2 Super Bowls, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. And hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. And, Charles, you take a look at our matchup here. You've got to believe that this is a game that might be won in the trenches.
Oh, without question. This is big person on big person, big unit against big unit.
Meat on meat.
Oh, you got it all. Pick your cliche, but we know this. The ground's going to shake, things are going to rumble, and they're going to have an impact on today's game.
On the return, it's Ryan Smith. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now we see Jameis Winston bring out the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, Jameis in Week 7 was good against the Bills, 384 yards, season high. But that offense really struggled in Week 8, Charles. Now, he did have a throwing shoulder. He wasn't 100%.
No, he was not. Had a much better game against Buffalo when he did play with that injured shoulder, threw for 384. But in this one, 210 yards against Carolina, 2 interceptions, the fewest since he took over at quarterback in 2015 in terms of yardage. A lot of the problems they had in that game, they say, were self-inflicted. And after the game, his head coach, Dirk Cutter, did say he thought that Jameis re-injured his throwing shoulder.
The first carry now for Doug Martin. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And this offense can air it out, and when they do, you have to key on Mike Evans.
And we do think about his catch radius first and foremost. A tall, lean receiver, but he actually can make some agile plays as well.
Second down, 8. They run it again with Martin. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. The starting defense for the Falcons.
Sometimes it's as simple as putting the player in the right position, and Vic Beasley has found that in Atlanta. A stand-up outside linebacker who has the ability to move up and down the line of scrimmage to find the right matchups for his speed and quickness so he can go get to the quarterback. 15.5 sacks in his 2nd season, also forced 6 fumbles, and can be used as a spy at times against mobile quarterbacks.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3 and out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. Now the 6-year man from Cal, Brian Anger, on to kick. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. And this will be taken at the 13. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta Falcons taking the field, coming off a win. Finally, they put an end to that 3-game losing skid they had in a monsoon up against the New York Jets. They were able to hold them off, win 25-20.
Yeah, Matty Ice, Matt Ryan had 3 fumbles, lost 2, but still threw for 254 yards, 2 touchdowns, including the game winner to Mohamed Sanu. So give the Falcons credit for being gritty and finding a way to finally beat someone in the AFC East, right? They lost to Buffalo, Miami, and New England prior to that.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. 23 yards on the play.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Ryan now off the bootleg. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And they're not going to get a playoff here as time will expire on this first quarter. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now Ryan on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways. Might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
From the gun on third down, Ryan finding Gabriel complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So back onto the field march the 2-5 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And, Dirk Cutter, their head coach, one of the things he said they were struggling with was just playing complementary football. One week the offense is good. Next week defense. Well, this last week they only scored 3 points.
Yeah, and the offense did score 60 points in week 6 and 7, but lost both games. And the defense put up a good performance against Cam Newton and the Panthers. Yet the offense can only manage 3 points in that one. So that illustrates his point. Complementary football. They're not getting it at the same time from both sides of the ball.
Following the interception, Winston. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
A second down throw for Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Winston. This is caught by Jackson. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll throw again. Winston. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
In the red zone this time. Jameis again. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top, as we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, back to you guys in a minute. But first, it's indeed time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both the Buccaneers and the Falcons haven't had a reliable run game so far. The push up front has not been there, and you have to give credit to both defenses on that front. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. 1st and 10, the pass ends up being picked off. Hargraves is the one who makes the pick, halting the offense's drive. Now following the interception, Winston's throw under pressure leads to the turnover. Falcons will end up returning it for a touchdown as they take a 7-0 lead. That'll do it from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. For the second half, let's get cross-state to Tampa as we check back in with Brandon and Charles.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return, here's Justin Hardy. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage, to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play on 3rd down for the Falcons. 49 yards.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On second down, Freeman. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. The Falcons on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And yet again, nowhere to run. This time maybe we'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? It's like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Well, not the position they want to be in. Still a very, very small chance here, but they almost need a miracle.
Agreed. That means they've got to get it to the sidelines, get out of bounds, and preserve clock.
Here's Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And they'll get up and spike it right at 40 seconds to go. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Ready? Blue ready.
Now Winston. Evans has it left side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Winston. And he finds a man. It's Martin. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And he'll get up and spike it with 11 seconds remaining. Winston to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree, as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again with Winston. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. One last shot now for Winston. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.